bomb got dropped upon us all, and the list of all unknowns is tall. But if there's anything we know, our stubbornness has shown, we'll climb up after any fall. We know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. The leftover ashes in the sky, and the nations, all they do is fight. Yeah, the crown broke all our trust, so I guess it's up to us to save whatever's left of life. We know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. But we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. Oh, we know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from.
Hello everyone, this is the Nameless one, and tonight we are going to be continuing the Lost Memories campaign. Tonight I have Fair, Petrol, Moop, Moon, Bunny, and Max. Let's see. Before we get started, I just want to remind everybody, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. And if you want to show more support, there's the Patreon link in the description. More on that at the end. For now, let's go ahead and get started on the recap. Probably helps if I have my microphone over here so that it's easier to hear me.
Bunny, is that you who changed my nickname again?
Huh? What?
So,
yes, heck it was.
Recap?
We harassed
Yeah, I got harassed.
we harassed a bat when we found out that it was Mango Fratu.
Count Mangula.
Mangula.
Mango.
No.
Officially.
Yes. Our bat pony friend is a vampire, and not just like vampire fruit bat, but like actual vampire who just happens to also like fruit.
Addicted.
It's
I
either
didn't
the
say
fruit
Mango the way we
or
expect
the
as far as that went.
The funniest thing is that we found out because I managed to get a fucking dumbass roll that I shouldn't have been passed, but somehow Petrol didn't get.
Things escalated very quickly.
We almost convinced you with the mango candy, but you somehow made the self-control roll.
Somehow.
That was miraculous. But then you decided to just take the armor off anyways, which was interesting.
Got tired of everything.
Wind sounds. So, I think
Poopy wind.
yes. I think that's good enough for the recap. I can English, yes.
On occasions.
Sometimes I'm actually pretty good at it. But yes, we're gonna start off with a watch. So, who's taking first watch?
Sure. I'll take watch.
I'll take watch too.
Okay. So go
It's not like
ahead.
I'm going to sleep.
Go ahead and roll your perceptions.
Oh wait, I forgot.
Now you don't have to pretend to sleep either.
No, I don't. Which is good, because I don't like pretending to sleep.
So, Count Mango.
Oh God.
Exclamation, not slash.
Right.
How long have you been this way?
Also, Muddy is wandering off.
I don't know, honestly.
Goes to get the money.
Camille, what is your
Wait, hold on.
perception?
Oh no! I failed perception by 1.
Okay, so nobody has noticed Muddy has wandered off.
No.
I mean, they would see it though. Pass by 3. Count Mango would see it.
Yeah, fair
Oh
seems
wait,
to have
I misread that. That was yeah. So fair.
Yeah,
you
I did
notice.
pass. Should I be concerned about that puddle thing walking away?
Yes.
I'm not going anywhere near it, so I'll let you deal with that.
Do I have to roll again to see Muddy? I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure Fair would have pointed out where Muddy is for that. So no.
Yeah, directly over there.
Yeah, I
Directly in the
Muddy.
direction that he does not want to move.
I'll go get Muddy and direct them back.
See.
Okay, but like, seriousness though, I've actually never heard of any kind of vampires being weak to water. I've heard weak to milk, but not water.
Okay.
I'm sorry, did you
Milk?
just say weak to milk?
Okay, so I feel like if I don't know, it's literally a cookie vampire character. Therefore, weak to milk.
I see what you're going for there. I see your Count Chocula's.
But no, sometimes it's said that vampires don't like going within, a certain amount of feet of running water or something like that.
I'm gonna be honest. I've only heard of vampires from like one good movie, which mentions a couple of them, and even then, that movie sucked. And that was like forever ago. So I've actually probably missed that whole running water stuff.
I honestly don't know how, or at least don't remember how I came to be like this.
Were you born like this?
I don't remember.
I've heard that some vampires can give birth to other vampires. You might have had a mommy vampire. Do you think she might be still alive? You might be able to see her.
I hope to find out someday. get off this continent, go back home, see what home's like.
Hey, yeah, you're equestrian.
Yeah,
Well, I'm just saying, prepare for the worst. I honestly don't know what you view as the worst or not, but
I don't know. From what I've seen here, doesn't seem like it can get much worse than this. Gestures around.
I mean, here's a strange. There. I can't really say if it's worse or better, given the whole situation with the fact that we have to fight literally horses of death, destruction, famine, whatever the fuck all those four. But
Yeah, I'm not sure how that's gonna go down. I've been trying not to think about that.
I mean, I don't blame you, but you kind of have to. It it is. We are going to have to face it. But there is also a lot in Equestria, and I mean, like, a lot more things that will actively hunt you and such. There's a whole book about them, with ones that to avoid, others of how to kill, if they're easy kills, ones of. Hold on, I think. Do I have
Yeah,
it? Wait.
I know a little bit about these things. It's kind of hazy, but I remember a little bit.
Hmm. Let me see if I can find. I do not have the book. I have the Scarecrow Core, the Lantern Piece. I do not have the book. Clinker is the one with the book. I thought I copied the book, though. Apparently not. But I suggest, like, at one point, just, like, talk to Clinker about it, check out the book, because, like I said, I can't really tell you if this is honestly worse than what's going on back there or not. Because there's just, like, a lot of shit that goes on over there. Then again, I don't know how much you know from the before everything really hit. Especially since you're an insomniac. You know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. There's potential that I could know a lot, but I just don't know. I don't remember.
I like how it's amnesia, but you said insomnia, which is also not wrong.
Yeah, it's not wrong. Although I don't know if insomnia is the right word.
I mean, you just literally don't sleep.
There's just no need to sleep.
Yeah, you gain nothing from it.
Yeah.
You also lose nothing by staying awake, so.
It's less insomnia, more doesn't need to sleep.
Which I will say, you do not have to stay on watch the whole time. You can do other things. In case the party was thinking that.
Definitely not. Like, even if. Definitely. Uh.
I
Huh.
don't mind taking watch every now and then.
Do you think that maybe if we go back to where we find you, we can find more notes on you in your past that could help, like, bring up more of your memories and stuff?
Well, I'd say if that we were going to look for something like that would be the first place to look. But I think we have more pressing concerns.
Yeah, you're right about that. But I'll definitely keep a note about it, so when we get through this, we can definitely check it out.
If we get through this, I don't know. It's pretty hard to kill me.
Yeah, I figured, but we don't know who has water and who doesn't. Sorry. By the way, uh, after a while with our conversation over, I take out one of the little books I've made and I'm writing in it.
Okay. Whenever you guys are done, just go ahead and pick your replacements if you were taking. Well, Moop needs to. Fair does not, so decision is up to them.
I suppose I will wake Clinker and let them watch for a little while.
Who is Moop awakening?
After I'm done writing, I wake up Vigil.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
Middle
What
watch.
is it?
The worst watch.
Why do I keep getting stuck with middle watch?
It is indeed the worst watch.
That's unfortunate.
Apparently
I'm gonna
you
blame
were.
that on tiredness.
Yeah, I was about to say you were too tired. Too tired for this shit.
Oh, I passed.
You just kind of see Clinker on the edge of camp, bleary-eyed, staring out into space,
Okay.
just like half asleep.
So Petrol,
Yes.
you see a thing in the distance. It looks humanoid, but very scrawny.
I'm gonna let Clinker know that we spotted something and then try to sneak over.
Roll stealth.
What is my sneak? Stealth. Time to go full sneaky. Not medium sneaky.
Maximum sneaky.
Have to pass on my maximum sneaky.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say you're about medium sneaky, not maximum sneaky. Maximum sneaky is crit success.
Yeah, I'm a lot closer to maximum sneaky, and you're a little bit more medium sneaky. Probably not so medium sneaky.
And the people without are sneak light. So,
Minimal sneaky.
as you approach, it appears to be an emaciated corpse of a Abyssinian. Very emaciated. Like, you're not even sure how it's still actually standing unless it is actually mummified from what you're looking at. Which case it might be just the fact that it's dried out.
Is the Abyssinian familiar at all?
It's hard to tell.
I pull out my gun and I then choose to reveal myself.
The
What are
Abyssinian
you
does
doing
nothing.
here?
No response.
Are you there at all?
Still no response.
I slowly walk up to it and poke it with my gun.
What's going on over there?
It wobbles for a sec before falling over and turning to dust.
What did you see?
An Abyssinian that shouldn't have existed.
The smell tells you that it is
just-
definitely a corpse.
What does that even mean?
It was so dead looking yet standing.
I'm too tired for this.
Probably.
You return to camp.
So
So it was just a corpse standing there?
yeah, it appeared so. I don't really know how to describe it, because what the fuck was... I'm not even gonna
I
bother.
saw a headless minotaur walk past a few weeks back. That's not even the weirdest thing I've seen here.
Hmm. Well, you go get some rest. You need it.
I think I'm.
So
That was not intelligible at all.
Yes, it was actually.
I
he
just
said
kind
a-
of
he said
flop down on the ground and fall asleep.
in case anybody else didn't understand, he said, "I think I might."
Oh,
Yeah.
I literally understand any of that.
Can I try and move Clinket over to where he should be sleeping instead of just dirt?
No rolls. Who are you gonna wake to replace you and Clinker? You can wake 1 or 2 people.
Yeah. I'm going to wake up Nebula. And I'm gonna go wake up Muddy.
Okay.
Careful there. You might get sprayed.
I slap Muddy with my wing. Come on, it's time to get up. It's your turn to watch.
Mine.
Nebula did a very good job.
Oh gosh, wait, I gotta do
Clearly.
the thing. Gotta do the thing. Fuck.
For the longest time, I could not remember Nebula's name.
Is that what
That
took
was
you
what I
so
was
long?
thinking. Yes. I knew who I wanted to wake up, and I'm like, fuck, what is their name?
Okay. So, Muddy,
Yes.
while you're doing your watch, there's a flash overhead, and you start hearing a loud, high-pitched whistle. What do?
Can I deduce which where it's coming from? Like a
Vaguely up above. It is rapidly getting louder.
Oh gosh. I look to Nebula. I'm not the only one who's hearing that, right?
She nods and points a hoof upwards and says, "It's coming from that direction, but it's too dark to see what it is." Everybody roll a will check,
Oh god.
Including the ones asleep?
including the ones, especially the ones asleep.
Oh, joy.
Oh
Haha.
I made it.
Pass.
Let's see. Anybody fail?
no. Fair.
Yes, fair did.
Okay.
Yes, I did.
So, Fair, you're having
Aye.
PTSD from amnesia parts of your brain. I know that's not how it works. I don't need people to argue with me about it. Just go with it. But yes, you are having PTSD as a artillery shell impacts not far from you guys with a deafening boom.
Ah! What was that?
What?
So it's a decent sized crater not far from y'all. Far enough that it wouldn't necessarily hit you guys with shrapnel or anything like that. No flying debris killing anybody inadvertently. And because of that, it's either a searching shot where they're looking for what they're hitting, or they weren't aiming for you. But
Hey, Moop.
Uh,
How quickly could you dig out a small cavern far enough underground that it wouldn't be able to get through to us?
I don't know how deep I would need to be for that, but you know what? I can start digging now.
everybody roll perception.
That's a pass.
Okay.
I would say. I don't know how strong the soil is. 30 feet would be a good guess.
And you fail.
Oh, come on.
I look up. I get the feeling they know we're here, and they know
So-
we're coming.
As you guys are looking around and see, Petrol, you passed, right? Yes, perfect. So for Vigil and Doc.
Clinker also passed.
Well, yes,
And-
Clinker's going to see the thing, but the thing I'm specifically talking about to you two is something you see extra. Just behind one of the clouds, you notice it almost looks like something punches a hole through the sky, for lack of a better description, as another shell comes rocketing through kind of uselessly off into the distance. And you hear the impact, but you don't really hear the sound of a gun firing. For Petrol, roll soldiering. See if you, because you're from the magical side. Fair, also roll soldiering, even though you failed your perception.
I am getting not fun memories of when we were in Canterlot.
Well, I passed.
Okay, fair.
Was looking at what it was.
Okay.
Whew,
So
on the number.
both of you, in your brief time actually fighting the FPC, know that artillery, except for extreme long distance, which you guys, if it's who you think it is, you should still be able to hear, because there was still a noise when he threw. More than likely, it was his own doing to cause an intimidation factor, but you should still be able to hear if he's the one launching at you.
Either that or it means that he's really, really, really far away.
Well, considering... Let's check and see where you are. Considering where you are, I believe you aren't that far from him. Actually, let me look. Let's see.
Plus, of course, he walked even further away just so we won't hear him.
Just playing the mind games.
Yeah, it's a 50-50 on whether or not that distance would be enough to deafen the sound of an artillery gun. But for the most part, it doesn't seem as well. Specifically for Fair, do you have tactics, I believe, is the one that I'm looking for?
I do have tactics.
Tactics or observation? They will
I
give you
also
different
have
information.
observation, but
I have both of
observation
them.
is a lot better.
Both of you can
For me.
roll. They will...
My obsession is a lot better.
So is mine.
Also, another shell goes off in the distance. Okay. So, looking at this, this is too scattered to be what, as a military personnel, you would consider a actual bombardment. Like, bombardments, like, clustered. This is going miles away from each other. Like, you barely even heard the last shell that hit. You just heard the thump that sounded more like somebody kicked a door or something like that.
Perhaps they have no idea where we are that it's hoping to hit. Well, I guess that's something.
Petrol. I might
Yeah.
give you a slight bit more information because this. See, you did slightly better than Fair did on merit of skill. You noticed that the shells are also going off on other sides of the circle. For the most part, they seem to be concentrated towards the outer sections of the circle. Although you do occasionally see one or two, because it's started to pick up a bit. It's kind of like rain at the moment, except incredibly deadly. One or two do hit the barrier of the city itself. Like the outer barrier, not the one that, the one that Clinker activated.
Yeah.
So, what do? Tactics would tell you whether or not this would make any sense from your perspective of their position.
Well, I suppose we could try rolling tactics.
It's worth a shot.
Hey, Moop, how's that hole going?
It's going! You're forgetting
Wow.
you guys are bigger than me, so I kind of have to make it like extra fat.
Oh,
This is true.
Was it just called
Dang.
fat?
How are you guys both rolling the same numbers?
Don't worry about it, Nameless.
So,
I made it like, yes.
the outer bombardment would make more sense if it was closer to the city, but the fact that he keeps hitting the barrier of the city doesn't quite make sense. I say this as you guys watch another shell whiz overhead, but off into the distance rather than hitting anywhere near you guys. Like, you don't even hear this one impact. You just hear it whistle past.
doing?
He seems to be less intelligible than I guess we first thought.
Maybe we're not
I'm
the target.
just glad he's not hitting us.
Oh yes, just don't get me wrong. It's a very good thing that they're bad, but like,
Doc said a thing.
what are they doing?
Did you guys hear Doc?
Maybe
Nope.
we're not the target.
Well, okay, yes,
it's
that is a
possible.
reasonable conclusion to draw.
It's possible, but we are the external forces acting upon this area. We are the ones that are out of place and changing things. But it makes sense that we're the
Didn't
target.
you see,
Guys!
like, a dead
Oh, no.
thing earlier? What if there's, like, undead approaching the city and he's targeting them?
You also have to remember that Clinker was the one who activated the exact barrier. Shooting it from like forevers ago.
Good point.
I fail to see the relevance with that right now. Like, he's hitting the barrier for some reason that we don't know.
What do? It is also morning time now. And
So, do we want to wait out the rain of artillery fire? Do we want to, like, just keep moving?
We should probably get a move on once.
Do we want to get a physician roll?
Probably a good idea, but other than that, once we've got our as well, had a quick check over.
I'm
we
gonna
should
go
probably move to
ahead.
the nearest building.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that you guys are outside of Famine's area after last session.
Yes, we should probably roll health.
Fair, your health is reaccrued through doing the thing.
Doing some things and stuff.
Stuff and things.
Stuff and things.
Shieldwing, please don't drink my blood. I kind of need it.
Do you have any mangoes?
No?
Well, then the only other option is, well, your blood.
I start backing away from Shieldwing.
Well, you better find some mangoes then, I suppose. Huh?
Like where this is going.
So,
Don't worry, I don't bite that hard.
I'll put a wing over for Shield Wing. Come on now. No need to be like that. We'll find something.
Oh, it's just a little bit of fun.
I would also like to say, Fair, if you roll brawling, you can bite him instead. Please.
No, I am not going to bite him.
Oh, I just got max health.
Better taste than that?
Which of our bloods have a different taste?
Yeah,
I mean,
your blood
yeah,
does
that
have
makes sense.
taste depending on
Yeah.
what type of blood you have.
I imagine mine's not very
There's
tasty.
also an underlying.
I would assume Muddy's is pretty watery.
Technically speaking,
I didn't
watery,
even.
watery would be
I
an
didn't
overstatement
bother.
or
I
understatement.
think it is just water.
Yeah, there you go.
Refreshing.
Well, you see, drinking from muddy will be blood light.
Didn't even need to do that. I don't know why I did that.
Ooh, that was a really
It would
bad
be more
one.
like drinking
It was-
acid for him.
It was funny, but that was a really bad joke.
Yeah, I didn't even bother trying to suck Muddy's blood. There would be no point.
Because it counts as both magical and running water.
Yeah.
Wait, so question. I didn't realize this, but is it just the fact that it was water and it was Shieldwing that Shieldwing was injured, or
Yes.
okay?
Yeah.
I was
the
not
only-
sure of that because I was like, I don't know. I thought there was like some magic stuff going on, but yeah.
No, it could have been any water from any source.
So
Actually,
basically, my attacks are super
Ace-
effective.
a stagnant puddle, a stagnant, like, regular puddle would not have bothered you as much. But not only was that water magical, which,
Yeah.
for all intents and
Running
purposes,
water.
would count as blessed, it was also moving water.
Oh, so he got blasted with holy water then.
Essentially.
It's, for all intents and purposes, yes.
Don't mess with me, Shieldwing.
I have no intentions of messing with you.
Liquor moves over closer to Muddy.
I am the vampire repellent. People start asking me to sprinkle them with holy water before they go to bed.
If this becomes a ritual for you guys, you're gonna starve your poor vampire. Just like Muddy can't.
Didn't bite through my scales.
Well, he doesn't have to bite through your scales unless he's going for a brute force attack with it.
Chomp.
He just has. If he does it at night, he just has to be stealthy.
And not wake you up.
Don't.
So far, he's been pretty good at it.
I'm giving him the blood. That's why I'm asking.
So you are
Willingly?
going to.
Feed the vampire.
Okay. I believe the limit is up to 3 HP or 3 FP.
I suppose whichever you prefer.
I'm pretty sure you need the HP right now.
I do. I do. But the way that it comes in trying to see where it's...
Do I need to open up your character sheet?
No. No, you do not. It drains 1 HP plus 1 level per second. For every 3 HP stolen, you heal 1 HP or 1 FP.
Oh, okay.
Wow, that really is kind of inefficient and sucks a bit.
Yeah, it does a little bit, which is why I haven't really been doing it. Because it's more of a hindrance on the party. But if you're
So-
willingly going to take damage,
Yeah,
just to
'cause-
heal 1 HP for every 3 of yours.
This is a point where I will allow the metagamey talk about that, because otherwise you could end up screwing each other over.
Could
Yeah,
end up
I don't wanna
causing
do
it for
that.
the party.
I don't want to cause that for the party.
I would say we could try and find another source of blood, but around here, not so much.
Yeah. But I can take the -3 now, since I'm at max anyway. So it's not going to be like a major thing.
Yeah, I mean, once we're done with this arc, and we're actually out doing whatever, then we can go hunting and stuff, and then.
Would he be able to feed on blood
from
from, like, animals that we capture or something? Once we're back in Equestria?
Sapient life.
Sapient only. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh, so like wild animals won't count.
Nope.
Do you psychos still count as sapient?
Yes.
Okay, well then I guess we're gonna be sicking our vampire on psycho tribes every once in a while. Hey, if we ever come across the slavers again, we have a use for them now.
Fair.
You're not.
For now, I'll just abstain.
Fair. Question. Do you have a immunity to diseases? Is that something that was given to you?
You'd hope so.
I see. It says resistant metabolic hazards, immunity, injury tolerant.
If you're immune to metabolic hazards, that would also include diseases.
Yeah.
I mean, it would make sense if you suck people's blood, of course. You'd not want to die from that.
So, I mean, yeah, blood tends to, from a lot of sources, have a lot of stuff that you don't really want to be taking in.
So, no, I'm not. I don't have
The forbidden Kool-Aid.
forbidden Kool-Aid.
I would argue there are several bodily fluids that are much worse, but yeah.
So,
Ooh.
Why'd you have to say it like that?
Okay, Christian just said bile.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Oh,
That's worse.
that is significantly worse.
so
Okay, let's stop this conversation now.
Yes.
I have been
Oh.
trying to stop this conversation. You guys ready to move into Famine's place?
Ready as I'll ever be, which is to say not at all, but sure.
Okay. Is everybody heading in?
Mhm.
I will say that right now it looks like a perfectly, normal example of all of the buildings you have been around so far. However, once you step through the gates, suddenly you're in a desert.
Oh, well that's new.
Oh, a dessert? That's delicious.
Desert. Not dessert.
Yes.
Why does that still sound like a perfectly normal response from Doc?
So, it is now sunny
Music.
and very hot.
Hmm.
Ooh, it feels good in here.
Where
This is unpleasant.
previously you guys had been in quite a few different scenarios that had kind of fucked with your perspective of reality, Something feels a little different about this one. What do?
Different how?
Well, for you, you can't place it.
I guess we've nothing to do but keep moving for now.
The magic informed can roll at a -3. See if he gets lucky.
-3, yeah?
Yep,
So you're rolling against a 4.
No.
you wouldn't have passed that anyways. So, yep, nobody's quite sure what is off about it compared to the other places you've been with that have fucked with your head this much.
Dice made me realise that I had a negative and went, nah, I'm not even going to bother trying to see that anymore.
Everybody roll perception.
Any negatives?
Nope.
Okay, well I crit failed.
Oof.
I...
Clinker, you are now sunblind.
Ah.
Maybe you shouldn't have looked directly up.
Okay. I can confirm the sun is just as bright here as it normally is.
Clinker, when you said you were going to see what's up, I never expected you to do it literally.
Perhaps it's brighter than it usually is.
Good job, Clinker.
I can't see. I can't see. Oh, I can't see. Oh, where am I? Where am I?
Remain
I'm kind of
calm.
walking
touching
around
you.
with a hoof, like, out in
Stop.
front of me.
Stop right there. I'm gonna touch you. It's me.
Okay.
I am touching you. Okay?
Okay, I feel you.
And I am feeling you too. Just stay relaxed.
I don't know, that reply just kind of got me.
Okay, glad we're having this emotional bond right now, but could you kindly lead me back to where everyone else is?
You were walking around in a circle. We're still with the group.
Okay.
You just need to stay calm. Stay still. We haven't agreed
Stop
on where
looking
we're
at the
going
sun.
just yet.
I just see spots. Everything is just spots.
Just
It
try
should go
to
away.
relax.
Okay. For everybody else, because everybody passed, except Clinker. Petrol, you're gonna get a bit extra, but for everybody else, for the most part, like in the distance, like all you see is, you know, that like wavery effect that you get from like really hot places.
Electro
waves.
distortion? Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
home, yes.
That is essentially all you see all around you. It is flat. Flat as fuck.
Like Kansas.
Flatter.
Like Florida.
Flatter.
Like Australia.
It's a straight
Flatter.
up desert.
How do you get flatter than fucking Florida?
Florida has actually quite a few bumps on it. As someone who's been to Florida.
Florida is the
Literally,
flattest
it
state.
looks like there is no defining
Geometrically.
features as far as you guys can see right now. However, you do see what appear to be corpses all around.
Oh wait, so we're in a desert super flat world. Got it.
As you are moving around, Clinker, you feel the sand beneath you shift, and you see a skull grinning up at you from beneath your feet.
Oh, hello there.
What did you find?
Promise not to move.
Why?
Because you might become a scaredy bitch and I don't have the time to chase you down.
Okay.
Looping got no time for your shit.
I promise.
Skull came up from the sand. It's smiling at me.
Joy, okay.
But it's not literally smiling at you. It's just the way that skulls look.
It's just a skull, right? It's not like moving or anything.
It is not.
No, it's just us there. Kind of came up a bit. Might have kicked the sand a bit too hard.
A wink at you that you gotta worry.
That's not that bad.
So, Petrol.
Yeah.
Vigil is able to make a lump out just off in the distance, just far enough that it's like you're not entirely certain if you're actually seeing something or if it's a mirage.
Everyone, I think I might see something. I'm gonna start heading towards it.
Okay? Does everybody follow?
Where are we going?
We're following Visual. He's the only one who saw something.
That's slightly concerning. But I guess we don't have any other leads.
So, as you guys are moving along, you do start to put words to the strangeness you're feeling. Where, when you think about it, your instances of being in the illusions of the previous test subjects, this one feels sharp. Like, in focus, rather than the fuzzy kind of like all of the pain that you felt during that, when it was an illusion, felt real, but like had like almost a fuzzy edge to it.
So like that kind of lens effect where you've got like the grain around the edges and like a bit of lens dirt and stuff?
Yes. This just, everything looks, smells, feels. If anybody's
real.
going to decide to lick the sand for whatever reason, because I feel like one of you's going to try it, tastes real.
I would have expected Vigil to do that.
Hey.
It was going to be Moop, Vigil, or Doc.
No, okay. I would see Nasa doing it in like an attempt to be tracking something.
True.
But somebody was going to try it if I didn't say something.
Is the heat impacting me at all?
It is not comfortable for you, but it is not, like, actively damaging you.
Okay.
Well, it's not like
be one comfortable with the heat.
it's not like it's gonna be setting my wings on fire, so it's better than what I have been through.
I think the only thing that will really make it uncomfortable is just the way it's coming out.
For you, buddy, you don't have to worry about it actually, like, damaging you unless people are actively bursting into flames.
Okay. Just wondering.
What about me?
It is more painful for you, but it is
I don't
not...
particularly have anything that says I get damaged by the sun.
It's not comfortable. You're a creature of the night, so it is incredibly discomforting. Like, you can feel it in your eyes and your skin, but, like, it's not going to outright melt you. You're not that kind of vampire. So, everybody roll a health check.
Even me. Better.
You know, I know that YouTube would rip me down in a heartbeat for it, but the Mandalorian,
Really? Are you kidding me?
14 and 4.
The child sound, that, does anybody know what I'm talking about? Or am I just...
Nope. But I got a crit.
It's like the fucking noise that it makes.
Oh, yeah, that...
Yeah.
They literally...
I feel like that would have fit here. I don't even want to, like, make the sound with my mouth because I feel like YouTube's gonna go, I know that one! But let's see. So we got one crit success, one fail, 2 fails. So Doc, Shieldwing, and Moop. All 3 of you lose a fatigue point.
Why?
Let that out.
Oh dear, I might be melting.
Don't worry.
I literally built for the heat. This shouldn't be wearing me down.
Whereas us mates
This
like, yes, the Australian is going to roll a crit on a health
No,
check.
I will
Does it.
remind you, this is heat from magical illusion.
So,
Actually, it's not magical, it's another thing.
psionic.
Psychedelic?
Bionic, yes.
Psionics, magic, what's the difference?
For you, that there is no difference. But once you guys spend some time traveling, you come to a what appears to be a small bunker. It is a very rudimentary looking bunker. Like, it looks like it was built of mostly of sandbags, from what you can tell. But it does have like a full ass metal door for whatever reason, which is slightly ajar. So,
Open the jar.
I'm going to walk up to the door with my gun at the ready.
Moon already opened the door.
We did. Okay.
Did we find anything?
Inside, there is only a single room, and in the corner in the back is a skeleton of a unicorn that appears to be clutching a scroll case in its hooves.
Did we find the place that Vigil saw?
Yes, but it has something weird inside.
So, before we go any further, bit of a mechanical rule. For every 2 fatigue points, you will start suffering from dehydration.
Oh,
Isn't it convenient that we have a walking water source?
okay. Well, at a certain point, I am no longer. No,
Yeah,
there's
I'm
been a
aware.
water source.
I'm aware!
We're just going to go up and start drinking muddy.
I also want to point out that for Muddy, that
I would ask.
one fatigue point fills one person on water.
Buddy, can I interest you in a piece of candy as Doc pulls out an iodine tablet?
What's an eye? What?
It's a method of water purification.
All it would do for you is basically act like an antibiotic.
Symbiotic.
Also,
Can I check out the scroll thing?
did you guys bring food with you in here? Because I remember you guys talking about tying food up, but I don't remember you guys actually doing it.
We did it. That's why there was a whole conversation on how to do it correctly.
Okay, I'm gonna let you guys go with that. So, did you bring any food with you?
Technically, yes.
Technically, would you?
I have my candy.
Fair, that doesn't count.
Fair? No.
Presumably we're just bringing like a day's worth of rations, because, well, I mean...
That would be something Nasa would have done.
Then Nasa is currently fucking drooling on herself.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna go ahead and rule that Nasa has 1 day's worth of rations.
Can I see again yet, or are we still going with this?
Not yet.
Okay.
So,
Yes, scrolls.
So, what's here?
A dead unicorn holding a scroll.
Should we try and read it?
Yep.
so you guys gonna open the scroll case?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Who's
The
picking
scroll
up
may be really fragile.
Who's picking up and reading the scroll?
I I want to.
I would suggest someone with fire manipulators try and open it.
Okay. When you tried to open the scroll case, the runes etched around the portion of the lid flash. See.
Oh.
You take a nasty shock. No damage.
Ooh! Ah!
I
is
just
also
heard
still
something.
closed.
What happened?
Okay, so, magic. Like, actual magic.
Great.
Damn it.
Vigil?
That's one I haven't seen before.
Hey,
I
Fair.
don't know that one.
Hey, Fair. Roll a area knowledge +3.
Did Nebula come in with us, or is she waiting outside?
She is waiting outside.
Understood.
Well,
Kieran can take the heat.
she doesn't look too pleased with the heat either, but there's too many people in the tiny little bunker.
Mayhaps we ask the Kieran about the magical thing?
So, Fair, you recognize this as one of the security measures that was come up with during a latter portion of the war. You don't remember what they were security for, or what exactly it was that they did, other than, like, prevent non-equestrian monarchy members? Like, you know it did that, but you don't know exactly what all of them, because there were different ones. You don't remember what they did. Apparently this one zaps people.
Does anyone have any idea what it is?
Maybe it's a ball.
It's some kind of security device measure.
Security for what?
I don't know. All
What
I
do
know
you know
is that
about
it's
it?
some kind of security device.
How
Well,
about we
Who
have...
was supposed to open it?
I don't know.
Well, maybe we should let the others check it out outside. I want to show it to Nebula.
Okay. So,
Hey, by any chance, would you know what this is?
so Nebula takes a look at the Ring of Runes and rubs a hoof to her chin and says, "It is a warding circle."
Warding circle? Make sure no one opens it?
She nods.
Well, we're gonna need to open it to check what's inside. Do you think you could open it?
She looks at it for a moment and asks, "What was... who was holding it?"
A unicorn was holding it. They're dead now, but, yeah.
Perhaps one of their kind? I am Kieran.
We don't have any unicorns. We have 2 people from the Equestrian Monarchy, though.
I'll hold it in my storage. Then we can get it checked out later.
I feel like it's important for what's happening right now.
Or it could have been a last thing that someone just had. I mean, I carry a lot of stuff with me that isn't important to the just now. And you do too.
This
can't
is true, but at the same time, we aren't exactly in a real place right now.
But it's the little details that make it feel realistic. Like the sand. It tastes so staticky.
Did not eat sand.
Wait. The sand tastes staticky?
Moo, please do not taste the sand.
Out of everyone here, I am basically the best person to taste rock. I want to try.
So we're eating
the
sand now?
The sand tastes like real sand.
It tastes like
authentic.
weird sand.
Okay, we're eating sand now. Cool.
Eating, it's tasting. There is a difference.
Okay, we're not exactly in a real place. We know that much. This scroll is here, so it probably has some bearing on what here is.
Yeah, it's a
And
library.
if it was a unicorn holding the scroll, then I would say, safe assumption, something equestrian monarchy. We do have 2 ponies from the actual old equestrian monarchy.
One of them's a complete idiot, and the other one is.
Was a high-ranking officer.
Vigil can
Well, perhaps-
confirm this. Does Vigil confirm this?
Yes.
Perhaps Count Mingo should take a look then. I mean, it's not like they can die anyways, they're already dead.
Yeah, I think that giving it to Shieldwing is the sensible answer right now.
Well, let me see it.
Here you go. You can check it out.
So, when you get a hold of the thing, it pops open pretty easily.
I don't know what trouble you guys are having.
The smell inside is, because you catch a whiff of the air inside, it kind of smells musty, as if it was like, you ever open something that's been closed for a very, very long time and you get that musty, like, stale air smell? Yeah, that's what you got.
Yeah, that's all.
The scroll inside seems to be intact.
Well, I pull out the scroll.
So, looking at the scroll, first thing you notice is it is addressed to a Commander Starfall. Go ahead and roll 3d6 for me. It's a familiar name, but you're not sure who they were.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
But
Who is this?
the go ahead.
There's some Commander Starfall. That's who this is addressed to. I've heard the name, but I don't know who it is.
I don't know either. I haven't heard that before.
So, reading through the document, for the most part, it seems to be going through each of the experiment numbers. It details, like, capabilities, and, like, all of them are labeled as psionics, or psionists. Like psionic entities or whatever, however you want to say it. Until you get to the Four Horsemen, where there's a much larger section of the document specifically dedicated to talking about them. Famine is classed as, because they seem to have come up with some sort of class system for it, a beta class. What's the word? I had the word in mind, and reality warper.
Oh, a reality bender. Oh, great.
Which, he and Pestilence are both classed as beta, while Death and War are alpha classed. they're also both marked as failures.
Ooh,
Wait.
that's
Ooh.
harsh.
Which two?
Death and
Well,
war
actually,
are-
technically, all 4 of them are marked as failures.
I don't know, they seem pretty successful to me.
As you keep reading through, you find out that all of this was part of a project started partially by the demands of the equestrian monarchy, known as Project Godmaker. They found Nassau's sister, and they class her as an Omega class reality warper. And according to the document, due to abilities that she seems to gather almost at random, they are putting her on par with some of the alicorns. And the likes of Discord. They're not sure what is causing it, but they have been attempting to recreate it to create super soldiers of the most dangerous variety. You know, ones that can basically change reality at a whim. It does go on to say that the 2 beta classes can only affect their area fully. So essentially they create demiplanes. For those of you that know what a demiplane is. And where you are right now is just as real as it was when you first started to step in. Like, this is basically just as real as everywhere else. Unless something happens to famine. For all intents and purposes, you're in his world now. No, I have not written the document handout.
Obviously, I would have relayed this information or read aloud as proceeding.
I wrote it.
I can write a handout later. But it does detail that they have a large number of abilities to include telekinesis, telepathy, things like that.
God damn it, Moon.
Pestilence is actually noted to have a unique ability that they only describe as disease control, and the one for famine is literally just written as famine ?
Oh, that's not ominous.
It also notes that all 4 of the horsemen are former operatives that they decided to use in the experiments.
So, they're assholes to their own people. Great.
So what,
It's
dude?
mentioned to be former, though. What if
Traitors? Turncoats? Deserters?
Volunteers.
I
Worse.
would point out that
Bureaucrat.
if they're not doing anything anymore and they're just test subjects, they wouldn't exactly be current operatives.
Yeah.
Not to mention, you know, the equestrian monarchy as it was does not exist. So. Although the document doesn't know that, so.
Well, yes.
I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around it myself, so.
that is all the information you garner from this document.
So basically what we know is we're in a world that he controls. We have no clue where the fuck we are, we have no clue where the fuck he is. And I guess his plan is just to let us sit here and die of dehydration?
Well, you could roll a perception to see if you can spot anything, from the one thing that is slightly raised above everything else.
Yes, I can roll a perception while I still can't see. What a brilliant idea you have there, Nameless.
That was more for all of the others. For anybody that is standing on top of the bunker, you get a +1, by the way. I'd imagine Moop would probably have been one of the first ones to do that.
Yes.
Flying.
Flight gives you a +2 if you go higher than the bunker.
I want to do that now. Am I allowed to?
Yes, I will allow.
I do just want to mention that an aerial search is what I was going to do initially, had I not been sunblinded from the start.
Press back 5.
So, in the distance, you see what looks like the city. There are no surrounding buildings, but it looks like the city.
Looks like the city. Maybe a replica where Pestilence. But yeah, it's Weston or something.
Assuming he has to be on this plane in order for it to be here, or for him to control it, yeah, that's probably where he'd be.
So, what exactly are we planning on doing?
Murder
Hey, Vigil!
Yeah.
How far off can you take a shot with that rifle of yours?
Do you really think that would be effective?
If he's standing somewhere where we can see him from a long distance away, a sniper shot seems the best option.
Probably a couple 100 feet.
That is...
You have a sniper?
Possibly far enough.
I mean, my rifle is not exactly kitted out for that sort of range.
It is not a sniper rifle, no.
Yes, it is a rifle, doesn't make it a sniper rifle.
There's a reason why I was asking how far he could take a shot from.
Maybe a couple 100 yards, but that's about it. Yards at most.
Yeah, I'm not entirely certain that's the best course of action.
Well, then what do you suggest? You think we're gonna be able to walk up and talk to the guy? You think he's gonna be able to be reasoned with? Last time we met him, War was already lobbing artillery at us.
Yeah, but that was just war.
The other ones weren't acting as far as we know. We don't know if they can be reasoned with or not.
At the same time, I feel like if they had any apprehensions about killing us, then they would probably not just stand next to War while he's lobbing artillery at us. Also, it seemed...
You have to remember, War was the strongest.
Physically, sure.
I mean, apathy about our death doesn't necessarily mean they want us to die.
I also want to point out that you literally had a classing system that told you War was stronger than Famine.
Yeah. But this environment seems like it's designed to just let people wither and die in. And based off of... Well, I only know of 2 dead creatures here, but I presume there were probably more. But it sounds like that's already happened numerous times here. I don't think it's much of a stretch to conclude that they want us dead.
Or they just don't want to be bothered. Thus why they're so far away. People just die on the way there. Not everyone wants to actively kill us.
I'm saying that maybe violence isn't the best, outright decision. We don't even know where he is yet.
We only have the vaguest of ideas.
We also don't know how big his demiplane is. I'm just saying.
Maybe he's just misunderstood and he needs a hug.
I think it's gonna be more than just a hug, given the fact that these guys most likely faced tons of trauma.
I will just mention that
even huggable ones were still pains in the ass to get through.
Remember when we were talking to, all of the others, and pretty much in summation from what they all said, these 4 want us dead? I'm just trying to suggest a plan of action where we go in and try to eliminate him without putting ourselves in danger unnecessarily, because I'm sick and tired of watching us nearly die every other day.
Yes, we got that.
Here's the thing. Whether or not
Hold on a minute.
we're gonna be facing, we still gotta get closer to him.
Nope. I would like the one person who never gets or never says anything to actually say something for once.
I didn't have anything else to say.
You were going to say something like Clinker.
I was just saying that we got the point. He doesn't want us to die, but in all honesty, we already are in the line of danger. There's not many actions we can even take that will avoid danger.
You think I'm not well aware of that already? Why do you think I was trying to come up with ideas of how we could safely handle it from a distance? I'm just saying a bit of pre-planning as opposed to running in and getting ourselves into another close quarters fight might be a good idea.
Hey,
There's
Muddy,
nothing.
roll common sense for me.
Hold on, I need to find the thing.
Do it with a +1.
A +1. Common sense. Hello, where are you?
It should be in your skills.
I found it.
Oh, pretty good. Not quite a crit, I don't think, but... So... This is for Muddy to know. She will relay as she sees fit. Basically... You know that this thing... This individual is called a reality warper. And the description you got is you are in his reality.
Maybe we're already.
So, there's a few things that you could probably extrapolate from that information. Like, he probably already knows where you are.
Yes.
Okay, wow. When you said it was a common sense skill, you really meant that quite literally.
Well, okay, yeah. Basically, if we are already in his reality, he knows exactly where we are, and
Yes, he knows we're here. He knows where we are. that he knows what we're doing. He knows we found the scroll.
Why would... I mean, he's gonna do whatever he wants to us. But, like, us just standing here, I feel like, and maintaining the distance isn't going to help us at all. We can't do anything until we get there.
We can have a plan.
Yes,
About
I'm
how
not saying
we
there's anything
approach it.
wrong with having a plan.
The-
I'm just saying that part of that...
Wait, then what have we been arguing about this whole time?
I was just saying that you are always whining about, no, I don't want everyone to die. Like, no shit. We don't want to die.
Yes, that's why I'm advocating we have a plan. Why does it seem like everyone's fighting me on us having a plan when
Because
you're not?
your plan involves a bullet and a reality warper's reality.
Who's to say that because we're in his reality already, who's to say that he couldn't have already killed us at any moment?
If we're in his reality, who's to say our bullets work?
We can't be making our own rules. And just doing whatever we want. He's gonna do whatever he wants.
So maybe the first intent shouldn't be hostile, and we should proceed with caution.
We are literally his puppets.
I don't like this.
You're in a house with bugs and cameras, like the electronic bugs, not the creepy crawly kind. And you're loudly proclaiming, we should kill this guy! As he is sitting in his room, watching all of the screens, listening to you talk.
Very
To
good.
put it in technological terms for you hacks.
Beep boop.
Do you see the issue?
I see the issue, damn it.
Now that it's been given to you in technological terms.
Okay, that one got me.
What is so funny? That wasn't even funny!
How?
I inhaled slightly, and a bit of spit went down the wrong way as you were saying that. Because I was like... It was enough for a small laugh, but that was also enough to suck that down the wrong way. Okay.
Good old aspiration. Nice to know your diaphragm works.
I casted that one attack that kills the DM. Yes.
Yes. We have to pick a new DM.
Yes!
No.
Universe, yes, do it!
Destroy universe.
That takes 666 days, thank you. Or hours. 666 hours.
We also don't have... Actually... Yeah, no, we don't have... Actually, do we have still 666 bits? That'd be the closest equivalent to gold pieces.
I don't think anybody has enough money for that.
Wait, no, it wasn't even gold pieces. It was 666 GP worth of glitter.
Okay, we are off track now.
Yes.
It's like regular glitter?
Yes. So, back to the game. What do? Now that
I want to
guess
go
we
over
should
there.
slowly approach that city-like thing.
Okay,
Proceed with caution.
I guess we're approaching him.
I need a total of 1 perception, because you know this place is flat. 1 perception's good enough. And 5 somebody show how to do the roll, but 5 of the health rolls. Do it when it does it in a big chunk, so that way I'm not having to... There we go, like that.
Oh, I guess
Some
I'll
of that.
do perception. Okay.
Yeah, how do we keep doing this?
How?
He asked for 1, and he still
I
got
only failed one of those.
Well, yeah, I suppose you still got 1 roll.
For each fail, you lose a fatigue point. So,
Okay,
So
Who fails?
I have one less.
I had a
I failed
critical
none of them.
success though. Does that do anything?
what's that?
I had a critical success. Does that do anything?
For
And-
this, no.
Doc got very
Ooh.
unfortunate.
Let's see, how many?
I failed
Is everybody
3.
rolling that?
Bunny actually rolled all on a 10.
Hey, GURPS,
I mean,
I'm literally made out of
sheet
water.
went
It's not even that
okay.
hard.
Goodbye.
GURPS crash.
You remember how Da Vinci's been crashing? Yeah, the GURPS
Mm.
character sheet just did that.
Is our GPU like
I don't
Neat.
know.
fixing?
Something is clearly wrong with my computer right now.
Sounds like the errors between the screen and the chair.
Oof.
I can assure you that it is not. I can
See.
assure you it is not.
so
Well played, Moon.
how many
You
did
tell
you?
yourself that.
You guys. So per failure, you lose 1 fatigue point. Everybody roll their perceptions as well. I see 2 perceptions.
You said only one needed to make a perception because it's flat.
You
I
didn't
still
say
can't
Yeah,
see.
so I made
No,
a
so-
perception roll.
You don't have to make 5 perception rolls, is what I was saying.
you didn't say each person. I think everyone thought that as a party you needed one
Yeah.
person.
Everyone thought that you meant
Oh,
one
I-
perception
I-
roll as a party.
I get what he means.
So did I.
But
So,
at the same time, I still can't see anything.
It's okay. I'm
You
guiding
can see
you.
again.
Oh, okay, I can see now? Alright.
I can see clearly.
Barely now the rain
Green
is
has got fuck's sake.
Guys,
gonna be
you cannot
alright.
copyright. You cannot afford copyright.
Wait, no, that's a 13. Why'd I write 10? My perception's a 13.
Okay.
Because that passes.
Big brain.
You guys get to the edge of the city, and first thing you guys notice is there are hundreds of corpses just kind of lined around the edge of the city. Like, it looks like they died clawing at the wall. All of the corpses are mummified.
Oh.
Well, I think I found a significant portion of the research team.
Fair.
This guy's got weird hobbies.
You
Yes.
smell mangoes.
Mangoes? Oh my god. I need to roll
Yep.
to resist.
Shieldwing, I don't think they're real. Shieldwing, they're probably not real. Shieldwing, listen to me. They're probably not real.
I have
Probably
to.
is
I
enough
have
for
to
him.
roll. I have to roll. Oh.
Shieldwing, think about it. We're in a realities warper's reality. They're not real.
Is that?
That actually,
Well-
if I remember correctly, you have a 6 to you have to beat a 6
It's meter beat.
meter beat. Yeah, so that
That
passes.
does not sound right, but okay.
Let me.
What you got against this meter beat?
nothing. I have nothing against meter beat.
No, no. I'm just thinking. I
Okay,
don't think anyone
players,
was.
back to the game. Back to the game. Back to the game. You managed to resist.
So yes,
Against my better judgment, I resist.
you are going
Like
to
I
have
said.
to.
Not real mangoes.
How do you know?
We're in a reality warper's reality. Why the fuck would there be real mangoes here? Nothing here is real.
Because the
Well,
reality
it is
warper
real.
can make them real?
Technophobia,
True.
cyanophobia.
Reality warping.
Hey,
Some of them are real.
Hey, fair.
Yes. No.
Okay, so I'm taking a look at this. One thing, you've been forgetting to roll for something. If you look at your fears, and the other, I think it is just a will save and highly addictive. Very. I think it is just a will save. Looking at this, addictions moon is just will save.
For
It is
resisting
very-
character
Very
trait stuff.
the disadvantage is addiction, mango, very expensive, highly addictive, withdrawal -5, and legal are all of the things on it. It doesn't.
My addiction is legal.
Well, yes, mangoes are just fruit.
It'd be weird if the addiction was illegal.
I do not have a problem.
That would be yours. That would be yours, Mood.
Really? What governing body is there to say that my drug addiction is illegal?
He has a point. He's got
True
you there.
enough. True. Yeah. Well, I think they do question monarchy probably, but they're a bunch of assholes anyways.
Nobody
And
listens to them.
they rule after one territory.
I feel like Deus Ex Machina would probably have similar issues with them, but they kind of all got picked up inside a bastion and are being walked around to who the fuck knows where now.
So,
But yeah, it is just Will.
okay, so just Will. Since he hasn't had it in a long time, I'm assuming that's what the -5 would apply to.
Maybe?
Can be. Last session, if that counts, for not being in withdrawal.
Or does that mean that I have to roll a 5 or lower to pass?
Well,
That's
would be
what we were talking about. I think I'll allow the candy to be enough to hold him over for this one. So,
Oh boy, what was the candy laced with?
Mango juice.
Mango
Yeah.
flavor. That's
Mango.
it-
Give it to me. I don't care.
you already had the candy.
you already had the candy.
Oh.
He asked the exact same question last episode.
So, you guys get to the gate.
Alright.
Gate is still closed, and you're gonna have to move some corpses, a lot of corpses, in order to open it.
I volunteer to move corpses.
All right, go ahead. I'm not gonna stop you.
Also helps move corpses.
I'll help too.
So,
Maybe one of them will still have some blood.
They've
much
been in the desert for how long? I don't think any of them have blood.
much
I mean, who
to
knows?
your dismay, fair. All of them are heavily mummified.
I know it.
As some of them come apart, you do get a chance to see what might have been in their stomach contents, and yeah, there was nothing inside. There was no indication that they had eaten anything before they died.
Typical famine.
Honestly, with the fact that you're in someone else's reality, it could have been days, it could have been months, it could have been millennia.
My guess is centuries.
Or it could have been all of them, affecting each person individually and fucking up their reality and perception of what they're going through.
My
Letting
guess
each
is this is the
researcher come
research
one by
team
one.
from however many centuries ago it was.
So, you guys open the gate. And first thing you notice is the place looks absolutely pristine. Like there's no sand in here. There that isn't like carefully kept into the streets. Like there isn't even like a broken stick somewhere. Like everything is perfect condition.
Well, it looks like we have a reality warper with OCD.
This place is beautiful.
It's just what the cities of old used to look like.
So,
Based off of what ponies are like now, I would expect more litter.
I don't know, I could roll area knowledge to try and remember and see if this would be what it would be like.
go ahead. What is your area knowledge? I'm not actively looking at
14.
you. Okay, so
That would pass by 2.
we're not hiding stats anymore because when that was to keep them off the trail of the vampireness. Whenever you roll, add the number at the end. But from what little knowledge you have of the area and what little you can remember, like the way it looks, aside, like it should be dustier. There should be a lot of people bustling around. Well, ponies, zebra, whatever creatures. But for the most part, this isn't too far off of what it should look like.
Looks basically how I remember it, except a lot less barren. It's very empty here.
I would assume it wouldn't be this unnaturally clean.
Not quite, no.
Fair.
That's about what I thought.
Roll Will at a -2.
Oh boy.
Illwing, you have a look in your eye. What's happening?
Oh no.
Fair.
You gotta roll it?
Wrong chat!
Oh,
You put it on the wrong chat!
fair!
Oh, I can re-roll it if you want me to.
Where did he roll it?
Instant posting.
Seriously?
It's a hit roll. So
Unfair!
that was an accident.
Good job, Fitter. I come back to see that shit.
Yeah, no, you're keeping that. So,
What did he roll?
you smell the strong scent of mango in one of the houses.
Shieldwing,
Oh,
what's going on with your eyes? Shieldwing, what are you doing?
I smell mangoes.
Oh my god, not this again. Not this shit again. I'm standing in front of Shieldwing with like my wings spread out trying to stop her moving.
Opposed strength
I
check.
don't think that.
Oh, this'll end well.
So clicker fails.
Surprise, surprise.
What a shocker! I'm weaker than a vampire.
I like how you both rolled the same thing, but he has a 16.
But he has a 16 and I have a 10.
So
Yeah, I mean,
he basically
Hacks,
just
to be
walks
fair-
through you.
Hacks, to be
Nice.
fair,
Smell
pun
the
fully
mangoes.
intended.
They smell like real mangoes, and if I find out that these are real mangoes, there will be
So-
a massacre of mangoes.
Okay, just because they may seem real while we're inside the fake reality does not make them real.
Well, there's only one way to find out, and I'm going to find out.
Aren't they real? Because they are within their own reality?
I think he's
One way
expecting
to
them to
find
heal
out.
him.
Okay, so I'm assuming everybody's gonna follow Shieldwing.
Yes.
Shieldwing gets a little bit ahead, though. And when you guys come around the corner, she is actively eating what appears to be long rotted mangoes. For
Shieldwing, that's kind of disgusting.
for Shieldwing, they look
Tastes
perfectly
great to
fine
me.
to you.
Oh my goodness, this is delicious.
Shieldwing, those are pretty rotten. That's kind of
No.
disgusting.
No, just
Here, you
let
want
her
some?
have this.
You want some?
Nope, absolutely not.
So
Oh, that's vile.
everybody,
Oh, that's vile.
roll health check. Everybody else besides those two, roll perception. You managed to not puke all over the place.
Oh, just barely. Oh, that's disgusting.
What are we rolling?
Perception.
Oh.
Is it like badly rotting or like?
So, around the smell of sickly sweet rotted fruit, you smell something that smells a little too familiar for your tastes. You smell a smell of rotted meat coming from a room not far from where you are. The door is currently closed.
Oh no! Oh no!
Do I?
I'm going to go over and investigate.
You going to open the door?
Yep.
Yep.
That's gonna
So-
intensify the smell.
When you open the door, it looks like all one piece, but a blob just kind of oozes out. It is all flesh, but it seems to be majority seems to be made of fat.
Okay.
The front portion
The smell.
seems to have gotten itself stuck, and you can see marks on the door. And if anybody would like to probe the blob a bit more, I have a bit more information. That's up to you.
Oh,
I'll check
But on the door, you can see
Nobody else.
you can see the like obvious attempts to get through the door. There's long dried bloodstains and chips of bone and strips of flesh.
Well, I'm actually feeling that nausea in real life now. Oh, that's...
For Moop, you manage to poke around enough that you find what was left of the front hooves of what appears to have been a zebra at one point that have been stripped down to like a good portion of their like between the hoof and the knee.
Yeah. It
So
used to be a zebra.
there is also an obscene amount of fat, and you can tell that more than likely whoever they were before they died were already badly diseased because of like the obscene amount of like uncleanable flesh, because for all your medical knowledge they should not be able to move, and it looks like that was true. And it also looks like it is possible they died of starvation.
So, this is gross. And there's quite a bit going on for it.
I think I'm just gonna step back around the corner away from this.
Also, it reeks bad.
Oh,
Clicker roll health.
I think I'd be with a minus something at this point.
-3.
You're kidding me.
How? You know what? I'm not even gonna question it. Apparently, you have an iron stomach today.
I'm dry heaving. Very much dry heaving as I step around the corner away from this.
In real life too.
Yeah, don't actually throw up.
So,
Constant diseases. The thing definitely would move in its dying things, and somehow also died of starvation. Uh, Is there anything else past it?
as far as you can tell, they were in a small room with a bed in it. You could see another table over like the small section that you can see around it, and it has several empty dishes.
Huh. It has several empty dishes. It was clawing its way out of here. Wait a minute. Count Mango! Count Mango, is there anything that you're feeling that is like off? Like after eating these mangoes? Is there anything up?
I don't
Fair,
know.
roll a
Seems
health
pretty
check.
fun to me.
You don't feel anything right now, but you are hungry.
I'm always hungry.
A bit hungrier than usual.
Are you sure you're just hungry? Anything like feeling off after eating that?
Nah, I'm just hungry. Really hungry.
You just ate mangoes. You shouldn't still be that hungry.
Mangoes would be one of the two things that would actually make you feel satiated. So, she is not wrong.
Suddenly feeling more glad that I decided to step around the corner a minute ago.
Still just hungry.
Listen, I think these things are literally made to make you hungry. Remember, it's not our reality. And we should really get the fuck out of here. That thing died from starvation, but look how fucking fat it is. It had 3 empty dishes in its freaking bedroom, but it also had tons of diseases and shit. This just sounds like a recipe for disaster.
Hey, Clinker.
Yeah?
Roll a will save.
Oh no. Well, I can probably pass. Yes.
I was gonna say fails. That'd be
Okay.
ironic.
You smell something that reminds you of whatever your character's favorite food is. You could go with like a family dish or something like that, whatever it is. Something that you would be...
An enticing smell.
Something
That's
that is
not-
damn near irresistible for you.
That's definitely... Can I be heard?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Discord has frozen. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's an enticing smell. It's not real. It smells...
Okay, good.
It's not real. Okay.
Okay, this is going bad. Too very bad. At least we had some sort of body to at least understand that what these things
No,
can
it's not real.
So. Vigil. Roll a health check. Or will save, I mean. Will save, not health check.
Okay. I was gonna say like.
Keep moving back and forth between them, so. You are also smelling of the foods that are very nice.
Hay burgers.
What?
You heard me. I smell hay
No.
burgers.
I don't even know what the fuck that is. Anyway,
It's a
please.
funny thing.
Okay, like out of character, I do know what that is. I was just
Yes, of course. Yeah, it's a pony thing. Don't worry about it.
okay. Trying to entice us with food, even though that food will clearly kill us.
Can't stop thinking about that pea casserole now. Fuck you, Nameless. How many weeks away is Thanksgiving?
Bro, we more than a month away. Like,
Oh,
So-
You
God,
still
that
got
stuff's so
little bit of
good.
time.
where's
Oh,
Nebula?
Buddy, roll a will save.
Nebula, are you smelling anything?
Hold on.
Nebula is currently drooling on herself. Not
Perfect.
Hoobrain drooling on herself, but she smells something. And it's obvious.
Oh fuck!
No!
You smell the smell, but you do resist.
I see what's going on here.
How's your will of 14?
That's what it says.
Hold on. I
That's
have
what it says. I think.
How could you have a will of 14 and I only have a will of 10?
Will of 13. I'm pretty sure that's from intelligence.
That explains it.
We're just buying up, Will.
see. Oh, she does have a 14. Okay.
I don't
was
know
just
how the
making
group's
sure.
character sheet works. It's a thing.
Will
just
one
works.
score of will is 5 points each. So you can just dump like 15 points in and you got a 13 will.
Boom.
15 points. It's nothing.
Fairly inconvenience.
Oh. So you're all smelling stuff.
I don't know. This tastes pretty good still to me.
Listen, you got hungrier after eating the mangoes. That's clearly a sign this food is fucked up. And we have to keep moving.
Hunger's just a feeling to me.
Yes, but you shouldn't be hungry right after eating. Especially with as many mangoes as you ate right there. Come on. Let's go through. Keep on moving.
Okay.
Fine, but I'm taking these few mangoes with me.
No, leave the mangoes! They're clearly making you hungrier!
Fair roll roll a will.
Okay.
You are literally addicted to them. You have to roll a will save to put them down. Yes, you are able to put them down.
I put them down. But what about just one? You know, just one.
No! We'll find you good mangoes later. Ones that will
Well,
actually help you full.
these smell and taste pretty good to me.
These are ones to trick you into starvation. You literally got hungrier eating them. They don't help you. Come on. Come on. Let's go.
Fine.
Okay.
Fine, I suppose.
Clinker. So you guys are moving through the city. Clinker, roll another will save at a -1.
Yes.
Okay.
I assume that the smell of peak astral is getting stronger.
Yes, it is intensifying. Vigil, you will also roll at a -1.
Oh my god, I can almost smell it.
Haha. What's all 8? So many rolls of 8. And all of them are different.
I don't know. Just be grateful you're passing.
Because it's 332, 431, and 521.
So as
All
you
of them are 8.
guys continue along the city, the pristine conditions kind of start to fall apart the farther in you get. It starts to decay and kind of fall apart around you. As the further in you get, the worse it looks, the worse it smells. But, hey, Muddy. We'll save -2.
Okay. Can't type. I passed.
Okay. So as you continue forward, it gets to the point where even the houses are just kind of like a few dilapidated looking posts holding up half a wall on one side, portions of a roof, and you can see the former occupants. Most of them look like the putrid flesh blob that you saw previously. All of them seem to be like they seem to have died in an attempt to get to the food that is just placed just barely out of reach. Always just barely out of reach. There's even one as you were going past that appears to have died holding the food object in question. Although they are holding what appears to be a skull of another living creature.
Get behind that one's thinking.
And as you guys get to the center of the city, the last few are all holding what appears to be bones or chunks of flesh from other of the Flat Abbey creatures. It appears that at the innermost portion of the city, they resorted to cannibalism. And
Things got really bad.
the what should be the palace itself is just a foundation, and sitting in the middle of it is a single emaciated-looking individual. You can't tell what race they were anymore because they look outright mummified, but they just kind of sit there. What do? What do did not mean.
I wanna go towards the creature, or like the mummified creature, and investigate.
Okay. So as you get closer, once you step foot onto the foundation itself, it looks at you with empty eye sockets and wheezes out in a very breathy, like decidedly raspy voice. Greetings.
Hello.
Hi.
You're alive? Question mark?
The individual nods.
Are you in any pain at all?
He shakes his head.
Ugh.
He is a quadrupedal creature, but even up close, it is still hard to tell what he might have been.
What is this place?
He looks at you and says, "My home," in a very raspy, drawn-out way.
Are there any others?
He looks out at the city and says, "Not anymore."
Aren't you lonely here by yourself?
He shakes his head and says, "Quieter."
What happened to everyone else?
You see the mummified lips give a twitch into what you could kind of describe as a smile, as he says, as they were hungry.
Keep an eye on Shieldwing. I definitely think there's something going on here with those mangoes.
And there's no food around, so they kind of went apeshit. Oh.
Do you say that in earshot of him?
Me?
I was talking to Moop.
Yeah, I'm with Muddy right now.
He tilts his head to one side and says, "I fed their gluttony."
You said their gluttony? Oh, I think I know what happened.
That mean the mangoes weren't real?
I don't think you realized it, but you weren't actually feeding them. Whatever you gave them, what was making them hungrier.
He nods and repeats again, I fed their gluttony.
He's not saying that he fed them. He's saying that he gave them
Raise them
the opposite.
gluttonous.
Yes.
He.
He enabled them to be more gluttonous.
He grins at Clinker and nods.
Why?
He it took me a second to realize you were addressing him. He tilts his head to the other side and says, their punishment.
Ah, I see. The researchers.
He shakes his head.
Then who?
He points at the city.
The citizens of the city?
He nods.
What did they do?
You saw the outside?
Yeah. So the city turned away those in need in order to try and protect themselves.
He nods.
And
I
you
fed
got-
their gluttony.
I see. While I don't agree with your methods, I can understand the sentiment.
He nods, and you can't tell if it's just acknowledgement or appreciation, but he doesn't move other than that.
So... what are you doing now?
Protecting her, punishing those that come seeking.
I take it you mean Kalulu?
He nods.
Well, we came here to unite her and her sister together. We
Her
don't
sister's
want
the
to
one
cause her any harm.
Ruling over there.
Doc takes out a handkerchief and wipes through.
Yeah, she's usually a bit more cognizant than this, but, you know.
He shakes his head and
Oh,
says,
bad.
not from you.
Well,
Then
then,
from her.
You could almost see the expression hardening. It's only slight twitches in that kind of direction, but he then says, the false king.
False king?
He nods.
hey, do you mean whoever took... Am I remembering this correctly? Did Prince Abraxas come out of power?
Yes, Abraxas, there was a regent in charge.
Yeah. So you mean Abraxas's replacement?
He shakes his head.
Saragus?
He shakes his head.
And you,
Then who?
He tilts his head to one side and then says, cannot explain. He would not understand.
He's
Silver
seen
tongue?
some pretty ununderstandable things so far. Give me a shot.
He lets out a raspy whistling sigh and says, "Not this world's king."
Not this world's king? The only one who I can think of that is that weird mural thing from ages ago.
You mean in the swamp house?
Yeah. I don't even know. It's just... That's the only thing that I could think of a king of not being from here and stuff.
He could mean. Do you mean in terms of like another planet, or do you mean like in terms of another plane of reality?
He tilts his head at you and says, "Maybe."
That
Yes,
Well,
it.
that tells us much.
He
Okay.
said yes, it.
because I'm remembering the spaceship thing that appeared over Manhattan.
Oh, yeah, that thing too.
He opens his mouth and sticks out his tongue, and it looks like a piece of dried jerky. And
You
says,
you need some water there?
he shakes his head and says, "Cannot eat."
Was there a reason you stuck your tongue out, or
Talking hurts. He sounds slightly annoyed at this one.
Hmm.
Mm. I wish there was something that we can do. I don't know if this would be able to help giving your mama, well, kind of mummified. Do you think maybe if we... No, this sounds kind of stupid. I actually genuinely don't know. Maybe if you had like some actual water, maybe?
He shakes his head and then asks, "What will you do?" And kind of gestures vaguely at Nasa.
Oh.
What? To be honest, we're just reuniting the two.
we
I
don't
mean,
exactly know what they intend to do from there?
they could stay together, or after a talk, they may come step away from each other. They have so many years of different experiences. We don't know how the end result is going to be, but we want to give them the chance to talk about it, see what they're going to do together.
So he sits there for several minutes. You know, that point to where it gets uncomfortable sitting staring at something you can't even tell what it's actually looking at. You know, because, empty eye sockets. Before he wheezes and asks, "Why come here?"
Well,
There's kind of a magical barrier between us and her.
He nods in a way that you can tell that he understands what you're saying. Before he stands up and says, "Convince my brothers, then I help."
Convincing your brother War is going to be extremely difficult, if not impossible, yeah?
He looks at you and flatly says, "Not my problem."
Oy. Okay.
Do you have any advice for us?
He shakes his head.
Well, it's worth a shot.
alright. We'll do our best to convince them. We'll try to talk things out with them and get this set straight.
Though, if talking doesn't work, will you still lower the barrier?
If they lower theirs, I lower mine.
Does it mean
Alright.
under any context?
He looks at a Vigil. I prefer alive.
We will try our best.
He nods and then waves a hoof. And next thing you know, you guys are staring at a wall in a pretty destitute looking building, but you're once again back in the Zebralands.
Yeah, sounds about right.
That went
Told you
well.
not to actively try to kill us.
I guess that went well.
A lot of detail on this wall.
Must say, it's rather nice not having some
I don't-
opponent actively trying to murder us.
It was a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one.
And now we have to
Mister, let's solve our problems with a gun.
hopefully we'll be able to reason with them.
At least, we don't really have to worry about them anymore. If we can get his brothers to put down the barrier, then he's a done deal, so.
Well,
I want to know if
Yeah, but the problem is his brothers.
Okay, I sincerely hope we don't get the same response from the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one, and then we're just sitting there like, okay, guys, we kinda gotta communicate here.
You're all
No.
willing to put down the barrier, but
You're all
I
waiting for everyone else to do it
know.
first.
I highly doubt War is going to be as chill as that guy.
no.
Vigil, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
As our leading magical expert, I assume maintaining a barrier.
I
It's kind of
think
like-
our leading magical expert is the Kirin over there. I point a hoof at Nebula.
Nebula kind of looks at you funny and goes, "What made you think that?"
He's an idiot. You can't possibly be worse than him.
Says the one who doesn't know what to think about magic.
She rolls her eyes and says, "You say to the amnesiac."
The amnesiac who still seems to be able to actually do magic.
That doesn't mean that they understand it, though.
Clinker, have you ever heard of muscle memory?
Yeah, fair enough.
Nebula, as our leading person who's familiar with magic, who has some degree of intelligence.
An accurate description.
I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult.
Backhand compliment.
I assume maintaining the magical barrier is kind of like a group of people lifting a heavy object. So how many of them do you think need to drop it before the rest just can't, maintain it?
I just assumed they each were maintaining their own, layer, so to speak. So the barrier is less strong than it was before they started lowering it, but they can each maintain their own layer independently.
Nebula shrugs and says, "It could be that, or they could be the foundations."
Is that it?
And the others reinforce their barrier.
At times like this, I wish I had a unicorn to throw at it.
She
If
shrugs
only.
and says, "I was never magic-y like that."
I wish Slashing were here. She would know what to do.
I
Nebula
seemingly
Nebula is currently looking thoughtful before adding to her statement, or at least I don't think so. Amnesiac. What were you saying, Loop?
to Clinker's statement, I seemingly become sadder after hearing that, but don't really say anything.
think I was kind of just looking at the ground.
On that note, I think that should be a good point for tonight to put a pin in it. So, for those of you that may or may not still be watching, if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the notification bell to stay up to date with all the streams and uploads. And if you are enjoying it, even though I can English, if you're enjoying it and would like to help out even more, then there's Patreon, link in the description. For $1, you get access to the Patreon chats of our public Discord community, link also in the description. You also get access to the end of game discussion that we do every session for both the Peacemakers and the Lost Memories groups. The $5 tier, where we add a Q&A with myself every month. We will be doing this month's the 29th, as long as everybody's okay with that, where I will be discussing pony and D&D things, campaign things. The next tier up from that is the $50 tier, where you get to recommend a character to be used as an NPC during the campaign. I will select from one of those, and I will probably use them along the lines of a shopkeeper or something like that. You get a chance for your character that you recommend to be shown in the campaign as somebody the players run into. And then the $200 tier, you get to join one of 5 people get to join a one-shot run by me using my homebrew once a month. All of that will be discussed further in the Discord for anybody that decides to subscribe to those levels. Other than that, everybody have a great evening. We will see you tomorrow for the Peacemakers new arc. Other than that, everybody have a great evening. Drink water.
Hydrate or hydrate.
Stay hydrated.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Well, the bomb got dropped upon us all, and the list of all unknowns is tall. But if there's anything we know, our stubbornness has shown. We'll climb up after any fall. We know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. The leftover ashes in the sky, and the nations, all they do is fight. Yeah, the crown broke all our trust, so I guess it's up to us to save whatever's left of life. We know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. We know who we don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know